everyone, Tiffany here with Tiffany B Designs, and I'm just going to go through quickly a quick tutorial on getting started with WordPress and Divi Builder for beginners. I was going to take off my robe, but I'm not because it's cold, so don't mind me being all snuggly and warm because it's freezing here in Pennsylvania, and I'm not a fan of the cold, so therefore I won't be taking off this robe for the entire tutorial, and I will be staying warm through the entire tutorial with this robe. So don't mind, just pay attention and learn some WordPress features and Divi Builder features so you can get started on building your website. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about WordPress. WordPress is an open source platform with plugins to add anything you want to your website. Right? It's a self-hosting, meaning that you can own your website, basically. That basically means that you can change your host, and then you could take your website files with you when you change your host. Okay? WordPress also offers unlimited growth, meaning that there's no limit to how big you can grow your website along with your business on WordPress. Okay? Now we're going to discuss Divi Builder because that is the builder that I will be using and utilizing. Divi Builder offers unlimited designs. They have an easy building platform. And Divi Builder also offers yearly and lifetime plans for their builder. I believe their yearly plans are about $89, $90 a year, somewhere around there. But for about $250, you can actually get their builder for your entire lifetime. And you can sign up for Divi Builder plan for your lifetime. And that is actually what I have because anything with lifetime next to it is for me. It's always something that piques my interest when I see lifetime next to it. Okay, moving on. We're going to talk a little bit about hosting because you will need a host in order to get your WordPress website up and running. So hosting is basically just where your website lives. So think of it in this. You live in your house. Your website lives in the hosting platform. So that's all hosting is hosting is just where your website lives. It's where your website stays. Okay. There are lots of options for hosting with WordPress websites, WordPress being one of them. WordPress does host and you can get WordPress hosting. There are lots of other options. I use Pressable because Pressable is a WordPress and WooCommerce optimization hosting platform, and they are decently priced as well. For one website with WooCommerce, I pay about $24.95 per month. Okay. And if I find something better, I have the option to take my website with me and change my host whenever I feel like I need to. Okay. Another thing you will need to get started with your WordPress website are plugins. Now, plugins are something that you install and activate to give your website more capabilities and features. Okay. You want to keep in mind not to add too many plugins because it can slow down your website. But some plugins that you may want to consider having are disable Gutenberg, especially if you are using Divi Builder. Everyone will need this. SEO Press or an SEO plugin. You can add easy Google fonts if you want to add more font options to your website. Use Any Fonts is also another option for getting more fonts on your website, but that is a premium plugin. And also WP Fastest Catch, so you can delete your cache and keep your website running fast. Okay. So I'm going to just show you briefly inside the plugins section of your menu. Now you want to go to plugins and it will bring you to this menu here. And you can see all of your plugins that you currently have active or uploaded or installed on your WordPress website. Now, just getting started, you probably aren't going to have any. So what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to search for your specific plugins. So you can search for Disable Gutenberg. Actually, you need to go to Add New first, or else it's just going to search what's already in your plugin history. So go up to the top, go to Add New, or you can go to the side and you can click Add New here on the side, and then you want to search your for Disable Gutenberg. And you can see Disable Gutenberg pops up all the different options that are available. This is the one that I have active on my WordPress website. And in order to add it to your website or install it to your website, you would want to click Install Now. And then once it's installed, you would want to click Activate. And then once it's activated, you have it installed and activated and ready to go on your website. Now you can search pretty much anything, and you can search SEO if you wanted to, and it will pop up some SEO options. And then again, you would just click Install Now and then click Activate once it's activated on your website. Okay. Now, say you get a plugin from an outside location. You don't get your plugin from this plugin navigation on WordPress admin. Say you've got your plugin from another location outside of WordPress and you downloaded a zip file and now you want to install or upload that plugin to your WordPress website. What you would need to do that is go up to Upload Plugin, and you would click on Upload Plugin. And then if you have a plugin in a .zip format, you may install or update by loading here. So you don't want to unzip it. Leave it zipped. Choose your file, locate your file on your computer, open it, and then click Install. Once it's installed, it will refresh you to another page where you will see a blue box on the left-hand side here, closest to the menu, that says Activate. Click that box to activate the plugin, and then your plugin is activated and installed on your WordPress website. Okay. Now I want to talk a little bit about themes. There are different types of themes on WordPress, and you have parent themes and child themes. So child themes are WordPress themes that inherit its functionality from another WordPress theme, right? Child themes need parent themes. In this case, in my case, it would be Divi would be my parent theme. Okay, child themes are great because you can add things without affecting the parent theme, and the parent theme can update without losing changes you've made. Okay, so child themes basically help keep your website from getting any kind of hiccups or anything like that when your parent theme updates or you make changes to that parent theme. It's still going to keep the features and the look of the child theme. Okay. You can locate themes by going to Appearance and then going to Themes. You can add a new theme, meaning that you can upload a theme or you can pick from any themes that are currently here. I think the most used one is this hello theme right here. But you can add new themes by clicking add new. You can upload a theme from add new. So if you had a theme from an outside source, you can upload that theme here, or you can choose from the multiple themes that they have available on WordPress. Some are free and some you need to purchase. Okay. So now we're going to get to kind of the fun stuff. So before you set up your website and start building your website, you want to check out the settings. So you're going to want to go down to settings, and you're going to want to check out the settings. So you're going to want to create your site title, your tagline, set your email address, new user default row. I leave it on subscriber. You want to set your time, and the UTC -5 is your area code. Is your time zone, not your area code, is your time zone. So in order to find out your time zone, you can actually just Google UTC time. It will populate here. You can go to something like this, right? And you can find out your UTC time zone. So basically what you'd want to do okay, so I had to figure out a little bit how to play with this thing. So basically what you want to do is you want to go to time zone. You want to go to time zone converter. This is where I went, right? You want to include the UTC time in results, and you want to enter your city or state. And for my case, I'm in the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area, so either one of these would work. So I'm going to pick this, right? And this is what you want right here, this UTC -5. Now, say you were in Texas, say you were in Dallas, Texas, right? UTC -6. So that's what you would use. So you would come back to your WordPress admin. You would go in here, and if you were in the Dallas, Texas area, you are UTC -6. So you would go to UTC -6. Okay, I'm UTC -5. And then you would set that. And then you would set your date and how you'd like it, your time, how you'd like it to be displayed, and you click Save Changes. Now you would basically want to go through all of the settings here in writing. This really, you can leave it on categories. This is for blog post. Reading, again, for blog post as well. You can set your static page here. So if you're getting started on your website, say you have a coming soon page or a coming soon page or something of that nature, you can actually set your static page by going here and clicking on your page name, and then it would be your static page. So that would be the page that everybody landed on when they typed in your website domain name. Okay. You can set your blog post to show however many blog posts on a page. You can have full text or a summary. I like the summary, and then you would just click Save Changes. You can also get to discussion from this point as well. So you would read through all of these, check which ones you want, leave the ones you don't want unchecked, come down and then click Save Changes, and you would do that for everything. Media is just set your thumbnail size, your image medium size, and your image large sizes. Okay, and you can organize your uploads into month and year-based folders by clicking this, and then you would click Save Changes. You can check out your permalinks. Okay. You can set your privacy settings, and you can set your privacy policy page right here. They do give you a template that's pretty basic if you wanted to use that, but you may want to do some research and get a good privacy policy page on your website. Looking at the menu next, well, actually, no, we'll go to appearance next. So before we check out the menu, we're going to go to appearance, and we're going to go down to customize. So this is where you can actually set and preset a lot of your fonts and a lot of your colors for your menus, for your body content, things of that nature. So quickly going through this, you will want to come here before you start designing and building your website, because this will help you design and build your website. If you have buttons, it's going to populate a button in this color that you chose, so you won't have to go and edit those buttons. It will already pre-populate in the color and content and the way you wanted it from setting it at this location. So you want to go through, you can set your site identity, add your site icon, your site taglines. You can adjust your layout. You can add your theme color, your theme accent color. You can set your body text size, your header text size, the header font, the body font. You can also set some colors, body link colors, body text colors. You can set a background image or a background color if you'd like, and that would display on every page. Okay. You can have your header style set specific, your primary menu bar, the color. Okay. If you have a secondary menu, set the color, the text size. Okay, and you would want to go through all of these and set them to all of your colors and everything that you wanted. Your layout of your footer page, you can change the layout of your page. You can add your color, and this is for your footer. Your widgets, you can add the colors, header size, any elements you wanted. So if you wanted to show your social icons, you can manage that here. Any other footer menu information, and if you had a bottom bar, you would set all that here. Again, here's your buttons. So you can set your button colors, your background colors, the border radius. If you wanted any icons on that button, you can set them here. The font, the style, text color, the size, all get set in this location. And then when you add a button on your pages, it automatically comes in to what you had preset it for. And you would go through all these and you would set everything that you needed to set. Your home page setting, here you can again add your static page, or you can add your latest post. I have it set to a static page, so this is my home page, and that's the page that everybody comes to whenever they type in TiffanyBonning.com. Okay, now we're going to look at the menu. So we're going to look at how to add your menu, how to make changes to your menu. So again, you're going to want to come down to appearance, and then you're going to want to go down to menus, and it's going to open up this little menu area here. And now you can actually create menus. So I'm going to create a new menu quickly, and I'm going to click create new menu. Now, usually when I create my menu, I name it primary, but I already have this created as a primary. So I'm just going to save it as a primary, but no, we want to create a new menu. So I want to, usually I name it primary, but I'm not naming it primary. I'm just going to name it test as if I have the other one. So we'll do that. And we're going to click. All right. So once you named your menu, you want to add pages to your menu. So this is the most recent pages. So these are the pages that you most recently worked on. But if you want to see all your pages, you click on view all, right? So if you wanted to say add your home page, you would click and then click add to menu. And it would add your own page there. Now see how it says new home here? Let's say we just wanted it to say home. Click on the arrow to open it up, and you can just have it say home. And then you can just close it, and it says home. Now say you wanted the home page to have like a sub menu. So say you wanted to have maybe an about me page under your home menu. So you would click the page name, you would click add to menu, and then you would grab it, and you see how the little dotted lines are there? If you move it off to the side a little bit, you can see that it anchors it in its own location. Now it became a sub menu item of the home. I just want you to get an idea. So off to the side makes it, and you could even make a sub. So look it. So this is its own menu item. Here is a sub menu item of the home. And here is a sub menu item of the about me. Okay. So anytime you move it over, its own menu item or sub menu items. Okay. Say you wanted to add a custom link. So say you wanted a menu item on your menu, but it wasn't a page that was on your website. It is a URL from an outside source, right? Go to custom links, type in the link here. Okay, and there is, I want to name it. So we'll say Etsy store. Okay. So there you go. There's my custom link to Etsy, and I named it Etsy store. And if I wanted to have this as sub menu under the cart, all I would have to do is move it over, and it becomes a sub item of the cart menu page. You would click Save Menu, and then your menu would be saved. Now to set your menu, you would come back to Appearance, Customize. You would come down to Menus. And you would set it here. Okay, right here. Primary menu or secondary menu or footer, right? You could have the footer, or you would just check it here. to save the changes, so we're going to get out of there. Okay. Now we're going to also look at Divi settings, because there are some things you can do if you have Divi. You can have set in Divi, you can change your brand colors and things of that nature. So we are going to go to the Divi settings. And the first place you want to start is the Divi theme options. Okay, so you can upload your logo here. You can have your fixed navigation bar. You can add your colors. And this makes it easy when you're customizing your website. When you pick a design or you pick a color, these colors are going to be the first to show, so that you're just going to be able to click them instead of having to enter the hex code over and over again. Okay, they'll be readily available for you to just choose. You can set your sidebar layout and all that stuff. Just go through all these settings and make all the changes that you think would work best for your website. And you want to go through all of them. Okay, and just make any changes and set anything that you think you're going to need to be set. Okay. You can add a theme builder, so you can build your own theme if you wanted to. And you can also get to the theme customizer from there as well. But the first page is the most important page, because theme options, that is where you add your logo and can add your color palette. Okay. So now I'm just going to quickly go into the builder functions of Divi Builder, just so you could have a general idea of what it looks like and what to expect when you're getting started building your website using the Divi Builder. So in order to build out your first page, you want to go up to Pages and you want to go to Add New. You want to title your page, and I'm just going to title it Test just for this tutorial. And then you're going to want to click Use Divi Builder. Give it some time to populate. And once it does, it's going to set up a page, and it's going to ask you if you want to build from scratch, choose a pre-made layout or clone an existing page. I'm going to actually choose build from scratch, but I want to build on the front end. Now this is the back end, which is the same rows. It's the same section, rows, and modules, except you just can't visually see what's inside those section, rows, and modules. So in order to visually see what's inside the section, rows, and modules, you are going to want to build on the front end of the builder. So I'm just going to click here and build on front end, and it's going to take me to the front end of Divi Builder. Give it some time to populate. Again, always asks again, build from scratch, choose a pre-made layout or clone an existing page. I'm going to start from scratch. So when you're first getting started and you first add a section, it wants you to insert a row. So you can choose either a full length row, you can choose a 2-column row, 3-column row, you can choose from all these different row sizes in this area. So I'm just going to choose this one here. Now, once I have a row, it wants me to insert a module inside those rows. So modules are just your images, they're your text, they're your buttons, they're your blurbs, they're your call to actions, they're your counters, they're your dividers, they're all that stuff. So if I wanted to add text, I would scroll down to text and I would image the text module into that column. And then from there, I can change the text. I can have this text be a heading text. I can change the color, and this is where you're going to see my palette pop right up. So I can change the color to here. Now, this is just a regular text, so you want to actually find heading text. And I used heading 1. So there we go. I can now change the heading text color. If I wanted to add another module, I can add an image. I can add an image, and then you can add a counter if you wanted to. You can change the color, the design, the text, the sizing, the percentage, all that stuff. Now, say I wanted to add a full width header above this. I would come down. Now, blue is the section, so I want to add a new section, right? Now I can add a full width section, I can add a regular section, or I can add a specialty section. You are most likely going to be working either with full width or regular. I'm just going to add a full width, and you can see full width is different, and I'm just going to show you the difference. Full width is different. You can add a full width header, you can add full width code, a full width image, a full width menu. You can only add certain options into a full width header or a full width section. So I'm just going to go with image. We're just going to pick from one of my images here that I have already uploaded on my website. And there it is. Now say I wanted to move this full width header. I would hover over till I see the purple outline. And the purple outline tells me it's a full width header, right? I would hover over it until I see these arrows, and then I would bring it up and see where it like lightens of lighter blue populates. That means I can insert it there, right? So then I insert it there, and there we have it. There's my full width header. Now, say I wanted to add a specialty header. Now, see how you get into a little bit more complicated rows inside the header? And this is what a specialty header is. So you can actually have maybe an image on the right here, and then a blurb and 2 buttons, right? Or maybe you have 2 images, a blurb, and a button. So you just have different types of rows and things that you can do with a specialty section. And then if I wanted to add another section, I would just click on the plus sign, and then I could add a regular section. Okay, and there's my different types of sections. Now again, within this sections are the rows, and this green is row. So if I wanted to add another row within a section, I can easily just click the green plus sign, and it would populate the options for the rows, and I can easily insert a row. And I could keep inserting rows into sections until I need a new section. And again, with the modules, you can keep adding modules within rows. So if I wanted to add a module here, I can add a module here. And then if I wanted to add another module in this same, underneath this module in this same column, all I would have to do is click the gray plus, and I can enter in an email opt-in form. Okay. So we have sections are purple, blue, or orange, right? Either full width, regular, or specialty. Then we have rows. Green represents rows. Then we have modules. Modules are represented by gray. And that's how you build your website, using sections, rows, and modules. Okay? So I just wanted to give a little insight on that. Happy website creating. And if anybody has any questions, leave a comment, reach out to me, hello@tiffanybonning.com. You can check out my website, tiffanybonning.com. I will post a link to Divi. It is an affiliate link, but I will post a link to Divi, so you could check out their builder and their plan options to purchase their builder. I will also leave a link to Pressable if you want to check out a link for Pressable. And if you are interested in learning, connecting, and growing your business, feel free to join my Facebook group, Learn, Connect, Grow with Tiffany B Designs. I hope you all create amazing websites, and I would really like to see any work that you guys do on your website or any creations that you guys make. Please share them. Take care. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.